Hey guys, and welcome back to the Honda CB125 series, where I'm inside my flat on the second floor repairing my insurance written off Honda CB125R. In the previous video, you saw how I was removing most of the things from this motorcycle that were damaged. In this video, I have the parts that I ordered a while ago. All of them came, and I'm gonna be repairing this motorcycle. I've ordered brake lever, mirrors, foot peg, brake pedal, and some other bits and pieces. There's one thing that I forgot to remove last time in the previous video, so I'm gonna be removing it this time, and we're gonna be refitting the same part immediately because I ordered it. So enjoy! I think the first thing that I will start with in this video, which seems to me to be the easiest one to replace, are the grips. One of them is messed up, so I'm gonna be replacing both of them because there's no point just to replace one. I never replaced any handlebars on any motorcycle previously, so that's gonna be a first one to me. One off. This one seems decent, not broken yet. Everything seems good, but I'll replace. So now that one of the grips is gone, I'll do the other one, but almost forgot the most important thing when it comes to fixing anything or repairing anything is gloves. From what I see, to remove this handlebar, I need to remove this bit over here. Let's take the key out just in case. A bit rusty. So over here we have two screws, the Phillips screws. So let's remove and see what do we have over there. The flow over here is attacking me. One gone. The other one gone. Let's see. I'm not too sure how these ones come off. No, it's much more loose. Good. To remove the two cables that are over here, seems like I need a little bit of something from the pry tool set to push the two things out. There we go, one off. And now the second one off. Good. Grips officially off. I've ordered brand new grips from Honda, so I'll fit these ones on. Not too sure. I might use a little bit of sandpaper just to take a little bit of rust off and clean it up a little bit. Now that the handlebar is clean, I'm gonna start with the difficult one in my opinion. Brand new and shiny. Looks amazing. Moves very freely, like a Beyblade. Well, that's gonna be the tricky part, to put the cable back in. There we go, both cables are in. Now let's screw this one back in. Whatever that was, probably to make it a little bit more tight. Yep, I can see it getting tighter already. Now we're gonna put the top back on and assemble the whole thing. Seems about right. Bolt number one in. Not fully, to make sure that the plastics comes together fine once both of the bolts are in, that everything stands in the right place where they should be. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. one of the grips officially on. Let's have a look if it works how it should. Seems like it does. Yep, good to go. Now let's do the other one. It's so nice and shiny and new that it doesn't want to come out from the plastic. It gets sticky on it. No, that's gonna be a difficult one. Here we go. Maybe a little bit of WD-40 or some olive oil, I don't know. I decided maybe a little bit of olive oil, very small amount. There we go. Seems like it's on. Good. Second grip officially on. What can I say? Both handle grips look perfect. Brand new, clean, shiny. Looks amazing. I like it. Probably I would have changed them for the new ones anyways. If I would have had that bike longer than 2 weeks before the accident, but looks amazing. I like it. Now that the handlebar grips are changed, I think the next easiest thing to change is gonna be the brake lever and the clutch lever. This one doesn't even exist anymore. Need to replace it, and I have just the right thing for it. Because I'm replacing and repairing my motorcycle, because it had damage all over the place, you saw it on the previous video. Mainly I went with the original Honda parts, but some of the parts I decided to go with the aftermarket parts. And brake and clutch lever is gonna be one of those. They're black. I think it's gonna look cool. And once I'm gonna fit them, we'll see. You can be the judge if they look better than the original ones or better the aftermarket ones, the black ones. So once I will fit those, you can be the judge which ones are better. The original ones, which are gray and silver and everything, or the black ones. You can be the judge. So I'm gonna start with the one that I removed in the last video, and then I'm gonna go to the clutch lever. On the previous video, I mentioned that I'm putting all the screws and nuts and bolts back in the place where I took them from. The reason why I'm doing is because I don't want to really lose them, and I know where stuff goes. So that's sort of my insurance policy against losing stuff. Seems like I need 8mm socket. 10mm. My bad. There we go, it's coming out on the bottom. Done on the top, let's have a look at the bottom. So I did a mistake by pressing the brake lever.
You stupid.
The reason why it was a mistake is because cylinders came out. Can't really see at the moment if fully or no, but it doesn't seem like fully. So I need to push them back in, unfortunately. I forgot to put the brake pads in. I'm gonna deal with the brake pads a little bit later, but let's finish the handlebars. Now, due to the fact that the brake one is finished, I'm gonna go to the clutch. The clutch lever, nothing happened to it, but due to the fact that I'm replacing one, I'm gonna replace the other one also. That both of them would look the same and would look cool, I guess. Seems like I made it a little bit loose. Once I get the cable out, removing and putting in back the bolt is gonna be a piece of cake. It's gonna be a quick job. Or maybe I'm gonna remove the bolt and then I'm gonna take out the cable. I think that's gonna be easier. Like I said before, this is my first time ever working on motorcycles, so everything is new to me and I don't know what goes what after what and whatever. So I'm learning, maybe you're learning. If you do, press like and subscribe, leave a comment. I think I'm making it tighter. Yeah, I was. And the top one is about to be out also. Need to make sure that the cable doesn't run away while I get the other clutch lever.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Well, from what I see, the clutch lever doesn't fit this motorcycle. So I'll have to order another one. Huge difference, unfortunately. So I'll put the old one back and I'm gonna order a new one, black one also. Very interesting that the brake lever fits perfectly, but the clutch doesn't. So that's a shame. I'll put back the old one. In the next video I'll get probably the new one. So that's a shame that that one cannot be finished today. But oh well, we face challenges, we overcome challenges. Well, the brake lever is done, it's working. Unfortunately, the clutch lever doesn't fit. So I'll have to order the new one. So due to the fact that at least the brake lever is finished, what I'll do, I'll fit the brakes, the rear ones and the front ones. Last time what I did, same like with the lever, I put the bolts back in just to not lose them and for them to be in a place, so it's gonna be easy for me to track everything back. So yeah, I'm gonna undo those, put new brake pads in and test the front brakes. It's gonna be a 14mm socket. And also because I was playing around with the brake lever, I need to make sure that the cylinders are not completely out. Moment of truth, if the cylinders fell out or no. Just the top ones came out. This one is not even moving, the bottom one is not even moving. Well, that's not great. Maybe a little bit of WD-40 is gonna sort out the problem. Let that soak in a little bit. Let's see if I can make a little bit of space to put at least one of the old brake pads in to push them back. Just with the hands it's quite difficult. From what I see and what I understand, if I press this one in, yeah, this one comes out. If I press this one in, this one should come out. But this one doesn't really want to budge. So I have something to work on and something to sort out. That's what happens when you press brakes when you don't have pads in it. You mess it up and now you have to play around to put everything back the way it should. So don't do my mistake. Here we go. I managed to push them back in, but I made a mess, which I need to clean now. Well, now that it's a little bit more cleaner, I'll put the new brake pads in. Put it all back together and see how it goes. New brake pads, Honda original. So we have new brake pads, same brand that it was, and we're gonna put them back in. Compared to the other ones, to the previous ones, these ones are perfect. One brake pad officially in. Like I said, I never did brakes before on a motorcycle or any type of work on a motorcycle. Not an excuse, I should have done research, but I was like, let me try and do as I go instead of doing some research and then doing it. So I decided to do like that instead of just researching and pretend that I'm know-it-all. Here we go. Second brake pad officially on. Now I can put the bolts in, put some fluid in it and test it. Two 14mm bolts. Done. So now that I'm gonna try to bleed the brakes, I'm gonna open the bleed nipple and I'm gonna put some fluid over there and I'm gonna pump the brakes until all the air comes out. You can hear how it's sucking air through the top, so I'm gonna add a little bit of brake fluid. Now that the front brakes are changed, brake pads and the system is bled, everything is sorted. You can see over here it was a little bit messy, but now the brake works. Now it's time to go for the rear ones. Rear brake pads on the original. I'm gonna put those back in. We need some Allen keys, rear brake pads, and that's about it. I won't be able to bleed these ones because I don't have a rear brake pedal yet, but it's in the process. We're gonna put it in today. New ones, fresh, also Honda original. And the other one, is it in the right place? Yes, it's in the right place. Now I'm gonna tighten it up, tight. Now that the rear pads are done, I'm gonna go and deal with the brake pedal and also with the foot peg. From the last video, these two, especially the brake pedal, was a headache to remove. So let's find out if it's gonna be a headache to put it back in. New brake pedal, original Honda, nice and shiny. No rust, nothing, beautiful. Already greased. As an example, that's the old one. No grease, nothing, all rusty. And that's the new one. Greased, ready to go, brand new, and not bent. You can kind of see which one is bent and how it's bent. And yeah, to make it drivable, I have to replace it and fix it. This one is gonna go on the back. Kept everything in the original place because didn't want it to lose it. Good. Now I need to put two springs. Actually, instead of putting the springs in, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the other part in. Seems like it needed some persuasion, so brake pedal is in, but we need to put a couple of springs on. So I need pliers, and then we need to put a couple of things back in also. The things that I didn't remember how they're called, which I know now. They're called split pins. Those here. Here we go. Now it is in the place how it should be. Now we need a split pin. As I mentioned before, I bought quite a lot of them. Here we go. Now we need to split it. Good, it's not going anywhere. Now the brake pedal is in. I'm gonna put in the new foot peg. Here we go. Works perfectly. Another split pin. One like this and one like that. Good, it works. Now that the foot peg is done, brake pedal is done, split pin here, split pin there, all the new parts are in. Rear brake pads. Now we can bleed the system. First of all, bleed nipple, 8 mil. We undo that one. just a little bit. Then we undo the reservoir to be able to add some brake fluid in it. I can see that there's some brake fluid left in it. To actually make the brakes work, I have to bleed the system, because at the moment they don't exist. Fluid's coming out, which is a good sign. Now I'm gonna put back the reservoir cap, screw it back in. I need to see if the brakes are working or not. I can't really do a proper road test yet, but I think soon you're gonna be able to see it. Yep, all good. The rear brake's working. Everything is gonna be cleaned up once the bike is gonna go down again. At the moment it's a bit messy, but we'll clean it up and make sure it's nice and clean. So now that the rear brake pads are done, foot peg is done, brake pedal is done, front brakes are done, brake lever is done, most of the important things are done. There's a couple of things that are left to do. Mirrors. So I'll fit the mirrors and then we will need to do the seat. As you might have seen from the previous video, the seat is moldy. So I did some research online how to potentially remove the mold. So I will try it out, and if it works, maybe it's gonna be useful for you guys for the future. If your seats are gonna be moldy one way or another, you will be able to remove it. If it doesn't work, I don't know, probably I'll have to use something different, but we'll see. Mirrors are probably one of the most easiest cosmetic changes that you can do on a motorcycle. It's literally unscrew it and screw it back in, adjust it, and you're good to go. Here we go. One is fitted. Now the left one. Now that the mirrors are done and ready to go, hopefully I won't break one of them this time, but they're done. All I have to do is the front seat and the rear seat. So what I have a shoe brush and I got some lemon. So I'll try to rub in pretty much the whole seat with the lemon and then brush it with the brush and wipe it off with some cloth or paper towel. Now that it's all nice and juiced up, I'll use the brush to make all the juice go in a little bit deeper. So I allowed it to sit for a while, and then I used the shoe brush, and let's see if there's any result. Oh, it looks like it helped. Looks good. Nice. Now we can fit back the seat. The seat still has a little bit of damage because it's old and it's been in use, but it looks much better. So I'm gonna fit the seat now, and I'm gonna inspect the rear seats, and if it needs a little bit of lemon treatment, I'll do that as well. I'm gonna put it back in, and then I'll inspect the rear one. Now somebody can sit on it. It's all coming back together. Great success. The rear seat doesn't seem to be moldy whatsoever. Looks nice. It's been a bit dirty because it's been sitting at home for a while. But other than that, it looks clean. So I'll put that one back in also. Here we go, both seats are back in. Now the motorcycle looks like a motorcycle finally. So there's a couple of things left to this motorcycle, which is only cosmetic. So first thing, the scratches over here and at the rear. Those two need to be fixed. And the right hand side shroud, whatever it's called, fender shroud, that one needs to be sorted out. So I was thinking how to actually sort those couple of things out. So for the paint, I can get a pen, which I'll probably I'll order it online, wherever, whichever place does paint by the color code. So I'm gonna use those services. If somebody knows somebody in UK, please let me know down in a comment. And when it comes to shroud, not too sure, to be honest, what to do with it, purely because I mean, it's hard to paint it. Don't know what's the color code. Maybe I'm just gonna respray them in a different color. If you have any color suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. Maybe instead of gray, I should put them black. I don't know, any other color, maybe red. Who knows? So that's it for today. At the moment, everything mechanical is done. We changed the brake pedal. We changed the foot peg. All works, all good. We changed the rear brakes, front brake pads. We changed the brake lever, put mirrors and grips. So everything what was supposed to be done today and what was in the schedule, if you can call it like this, it's done. So now only the cosmetic things are left, which I'm gonna do in the next video. Also, forgot to mention, the seat is on, and now the motorcycle looks like a motorcycle. So I'm thinking about the exhaust. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to see me change the exhaust. Maybe it's gonna sound better, maybe no, who knows. Obviously it's gonna sound better. But that's it for today. If you liked, if you enjoyed, if you learned something new, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.